Luton 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Mickey van der Ven with his first Spurs goal. Tottenham Hotspur are top of the Premier League, and it is our best start to a league season since 1960.
Chris Cowlin. Fan cams. Club news. Transfer news. Match previews. Legend interviews. Spurs women. Press conferences. Covering everything Tottenham and England.
Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all keeping well. This is another edition of Spurs in the Media, where I began through all of today's newspapers, looking at all of the player ratings as well, from the game that took place on Saturday lunchtime. Luton Town 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Of course, Mickey van der Ven with his first Spurs goal. Currently, Spurs are top of the Premier League table, our best league start since 1960. Anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit the subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit the follow button and leave a review if you can. So let's get straight into it, and let's start with a report from the Sunday Times today. And it's got this wonderful picture here of Mickey van der Ven celebrating. And the main heading states, Spurs, guts and glitz enough to grab top spot. Top of the table after the VAR horror show. Here was a show of resilience. Tottenham Hotspur played the second half of this game with 10 men after Ibasuma was sent off. But 10 men was all they needed against a spirited but ultimately limited Luton Town. The report states that Mickey van der Ven scored the winner, created by another sprinkling of stardust from James Maddison. Top of the tree after 8 games. Is it too early to think Spurs are more than just a passing phase? Ange Postecoglou after the game said, all we've done is lay some really good foundations. The report then states that this is Tottenham's best start to a league season since 1960-1961 season, the last time they won the title. So, of course, Tottenham Hotspur went with an unchanged side. The player ratings today from the Sunday Times: Vicario, 7 out of 10. Udogie, a 7. Van der Ven, an 8. Christian Romero, an 8. Pedro Porro, a 7. James Maddison, a 7. Basuma, a 5. Sarr, a 7. Kulusevski, a 7. Richarlison, a 6. And Heung-min Son, a 6. The Sunday Times have named Tottenham Hotspur defender Christian Romero as star man. The attendance at Kenilworth Road yesterday was 10,290, and the referee was John Brooks. Now for a report from the Sun newspaper, and on the front of the goal supplement it says here, Ange has date with destiny. Ange Postecoglou how Tottenham's 10 men as they continued the bid to change the destiny of the football club. Ange Postecoglou said the players want to change the destiny of this football club, and that is what they're trying to do on the pitch. We're really tight as a group, which you can see because not only are we winning games, but apart from football, which has been good, the resilience we have shown has been great. They're not silly, they know it is October, and being top of the league doesn't really mean anything tangible, apart from the fact that we have started the season well. We've had all different types of challenges thrown at us. We've been behind in games away from home. We've had to score last-minute winners. It hasn't been smooth sailing. We've had to work awfully hard to be in the position where we are. Postecoglou also stated it's great that they're getting rewarded with the results, but we're not sitting here thinking we've achieved anything. All we've done is lay some really good foundations. And also a double-page spread in the goal supplement from the Sun newspaper, and it says here, business as usual. Eve sees red, but Van drives Spurs to win. It says here, Tottenham, no one can stop them, even when it is their turn to have only 10 players. Now, a couple of stats here from the Sun newspaper. Tottenham have won 20 points from their opening 8 Premier League games, winning 6 and drawing 2. Only in the 1960-61 season, when it was 21 points in the first 7 games converted to 3 points to a win, have they done that in fewer games at the start of a top-flight campaign. It also states here, Luton are the 4th different Premier League side to suffer as many as 6 defeats in their first 8 Premier League games, winning 1 and drawing 1 after Barnsley, Bolton and Nottingham Forest. Now, match stats published by the Sun newspaper today. Shots, Luton had 12 to Tottenham's 15. Shots on target, Luton had 2 to Tottenham's 4. Possession, Luton 33% to Tottenham's 67%. Passes, Luton 252 to Tottenham's 541. Touches in the opposition box, Luton had 30, Spurs had 41. Corners, Luton 5, Spurs 6. Fouls conceded, Luton 16, Spurs 7. Yellow cards, Luton 2, Tottenham 1. And red cards, Luton 0, Tottenham 1. And an interesting stat published by the Sun newspaper today. Most different Premier League goal scorers. Mickey van der Ven became Tottenham's 167th different scorer for the club in the Premier League, excluding own goals. It is the outright most of any side in the Premier League. Tottenham have 167, followed by Newcastle 166, West Ham 166, Chelsea 162, Everton 161. Now for a report from the Sunday Mirror, and it says here, taking the mick, Van der Ven sends 10-man Spurs top of the table. Mickey van der Ven popped up to score his first Tottenham goal and fire Ange Postecoglou's troops to the summit. Now, the Sunday Mirror have published a short quote from Luton boss Rob Edwards, who said, "I feel that we left points out there." Now, the player ratings today from the Sunday Mirror: Vicario a 7, Pedro Porro a 7, Romero a 7, Van der Ven an 8, Udogie a 6, Sarr an 8, Basuma a 5, Kulusevski a 7, Maddison a 7, Richarlison and Son both with 6s. Subs, Højbjerg, who of course came on in the 45th minute, got a 7. Skip, who came on for Maddison in the 73rd minute, he received a 6. Emerson Royale came on for Heung-min Son in the 76th minute, he got a 7. And Ben Davies, who came on for Destiny Udogie in the 83rd minute, also got a 7. They have given the referee a 7 out of 10, and they have given Starman to Mickey van der Ven. They have stated here, Tottenham's Dutch defender produced a classy finish for only his second career goal. Now for a report from the Sunday Express, and it says here, Luton 0, Tottenham 1. Ange's top 10 are taking mick. Victory maintained the North Londoners' amazing unbeaten start to life under new Aussie boss. The fact it was achieved despite being down to 10 men for the whole of the second half made it even more impressive. Now for a report from the Sunday Telegraph today, and it says here, Postecoglou talk of title premature. After a win by his 10 men that took Tottenham Hotspur to the top of the Premier League table, Ange Postecoglou, not a man for displays of emotion, briefly grinned and said, "I love winning, mate." He said, "I just love winning." Now, in his press conference, Tottenham Hotspur head coach Ange Postecoglou spoke about Yves Bissouma being sent off just before the half-time break, and he said he made a mistake. His teammates made sure it didn't cost us the game. Now for a report from the Mail on Sunday today, and it's got this great picture here of Mickey van der Ven celebrating his first Tottenham Hotspur goal. Tottenham dig out win after Bissouma sees red. Steel and style, Ange's new Spurs enjoy life at the top. Ange Postecoglou planted Tottenham's flag at the top of the Premier League. Now, the player ratings from the Mail on Sunday today, they've given goalkeeper Vicario a 7 out of 10, Pedro Porro a 6, Romero a 7.5, Van der Ven an 8, Udogie a 6, Sarr a 7, Basuma 6, Maddison 7, Kulusevski 7.5, Heung-min Son a 6, Richarlison a 5, and sub at half-time Højbjerg a 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your week. Enjoy the international break. I'll see you on the next one. Come on, you Spurs.